Lesson 18. Constructing advanced position sizing algorithms to achieve your trading goals. Welcome to Lesson 18. My name is Sam Eder. I'm a global macro currency trader and the owner of FXRenew.com. This is the Advanced Forex course for smart traders. Market wizard Van Tharp said, "Most people have psychological biases that cause them to want to understand the markets, predict the markets, and be right in their trading. As a result, they totally ignore what is important, cutting their losses short and letting their profits run." In Lesson 6 of this course, we talked about the importance of setting objectives for your trading, and then in Lesson 7 we discussed how you achieve your objectives through your position sizing model. But building a position sizing model should not necessarily be that simple. There are two areas where complexity can significantly boost trading performance: in your exits and your position sizing. If you get it right, your position sizing model can offer a powerful boost to your trading system's performance. In addition, your model plays an important part in your risk management plan. If it is not robustly designed, then any number of unlikely but very possible scenarios could have a devastating impact on your account's equity. In this lesson, we look at how you can use advanced position sizing algorithms to maximize your returns. Different types of R multiples. Back in Lesson 5, we introduced the concept of R multiples. R multiples are a method of defining your initial risk developed by Van Tharp. If you risk $100 on a trade, you are risking 1R, for example. Thus $200 will be 2R. This is a more detached way of looking at profit versus risk. Van also provides some additional ways of classifying R that are useful. Risk per unit. When trading currencies, this is your initial risk in pips. For example, your initial risk might be 100 pips on a trade. Total risk. This is your initial risk times your total risk. So if you trade it at a size of 50,000 and you risk 100 pips, then your total risk would be $500. There is more than one definition of R multiples, so be aware of this when the concept is discussed. In particular, traders will often be referring to R per unit when discussing R multiples. Market wizard Bruce Kovner said, "My money management was poor. I had too many correlated trades." Group control, managing correlations in Forex. One of the major position sizing errors made by Forex traders using a multi-pair system is failing to take correlations into account. No currency is an island. You may find that all your USD trades go against you at one time, for example. Correlations make selecting your system's pairs critical to how you construct your position sizing algorithm. If you want to hold multiple correlated currency pairs, then you may need to trade smaller sizes than if you hold a limited number of less correlated instruments. Jack Swager said, "The moral is you have to know your net exposure comfort zone." Portfolio heat. Even if you think you are trading a number of non-correlated markets, when things turn to custard, you might find that everything starts to move against you at one time. The concept of portfolio heat protects you during this type of example. Your portfolio heat is the amount of risk that your portfolio of trades has at any one time. For example, if you have 5 trades on, all risking 2%, then your portfolio heat will be 10%. The amount of risk you have in your portfolio should be dependent on the quality of your trading system. If you have a poor quality system and have 20 to 30% of your equity at risk at one time, you are asking for trouble. But if you have an excellent system that is run across a number of non-correlated markets with a limited amount of leverage, then this level of risk could be acceptable. As a general rule, most systems should not have a portfolio heat above 15%. Market wizard Van Tharp said, "One of the fundamentals that you as a trader must know is how to evaluate the effectiveness of your trading methodology." The importance of understanding your system. The better you understand the distribution of R multiples that your system produces, the better you will be able to size your positions. Your R multiple distribution is simply what a series of trades might look like. For example, over 100 trades you might expect to have 40 minus 1R trades, 8 minus 2R trades, 2 minus 5R trades, 25 1R trades, 15 2R trades, 8 5R trades, and 2 10R trades. Armed with this information along with your objectives, you can run functional simulations of your trading system. If you risk different amounts and record the results, you can come close to finding an optimal amount to risk per trade to produce the best return. Jack Swagger said, "Position sizing is not only in avoiding trading too large, but in trading larger when warranted." The better your system, the more you can risk. While it is important to understand the distribution of R multiples your system returns, it is also important to understand the quality of your system. Simply put, the better your system, the more you can afford to risk per trade. Position sizing on your initial core capital. If you don't protect your trading capital, you'll be out of the game. Many traders start out by risking large chunks of their own funds. But what they don't know is that when they first start trading is the time they are most likely to lose. Instead, you should have a position sizing model that you use on your core capital to protect it in the initial stages before your normal position sizing model kicks in. Generally, you want to keep the risk as small as possible when you begin, and then once you have profit, you can start to trade at a larger size. This serves to protect your capital when it is at its most vulnerable, and it gives you the best chance to become a winner. Conviction-based position sizing. Conviction-based position sizing is often what separates a great trader from a mediocre one, and great returns from mediocre ones. Your good ideas should make a lot more than your mediocre ones, but most position sizing models don't offer a great framework for this type of approach. Your high conviction trades might merit a leverage of several times your account size, and a level of risk far greater than a typical trade. Markets money. We touched on markets money in lesson 7. Markets money is possibly the best way to increase your returns, so it's very important for the trader to learn different ways of employing it so they can best fit it to their trading strategy. The first distinction to make when planning to use markets money is to consider whether you will use markets money during a trade by scaling in, or maybe you prefer to apply it to your account over a set period of time, i.e. if you're up 5% for the month, then you might decide to risk more on your next trades. You have a choice of using either, or you could combine the two, and scale in aggressively when your account is already in profit for the time period. When does markets money become core capital? Your next consideration is to decide when markets money is banked and becomes core capital. At some point, you will want to lock in your profits you have made. The timing will depend on your objectives, though a common way to do this will be over a time period such as a week, month or year. Alternatively, it could be based on some form of return goal. A variation of the markets money approach is the two pots method. In the definitive guide to position sizing, Van Tharp outlines a variation of the markets money approach he terms two pots. When employing the two pots approach, a trader would add a percentage of their profits to a separate account, which is treated as markets money. For example, 20% of the profits on a trade might go into another account that aggressively targets large gains, while the other 80% is treated as core capital and traded conservatively. Position sizing for day trading, the bullet method. In the fast-paced world of day trading, if you're not switched on mentally, or the market conditions are unfavourable to your strategy, you can lose large sums very quickly. To counter this, day traders should have very strict rules, including the maximum number of positions they can take in a day, the maximum number of positions they can hold at any one time, the maximum loss in a day before they stop trading. Ken Long, an instructor from the Van Tharp Institute with a military background, developed a position sizing model designed to achieve this, called the bullet method. Ken divides his capital into several bullets which he can fire each day. To do this, you split your daily risk capital into several parts, or bullets, and that is the number of trades you can place in that day. If you were prepared to risk a maximum of 1.5% of your capital and wanted to place 3 trades in a day, then you might risk a 0.5% on each trade. Of course, you can get quite intricate with how you apply this approach. You may decide to replenish your bullets if you have a winning trade, or if you have 2 losing trades, you might split your remaining bullet in half. You can also use bullets to scale into profitable positions, or for any other purpose that fits your personality and trading style. Allocating capital across multiple systems. In time, you will want a number of trading systems that work across a variety of strategies, timeframes, and markets. There are several considerations when you position size for running multiple strategies. These include the objective of the system, the amount of leverage required, correlations across systems, the system quality number of each system, the maximum drawdown of each system, the holding period of each system, the recent performance of each system, the current market type. Spend your energy here. As you can see, when you start to get sophisticated about your position sizing, you can come up with an infinite combination of algorithms that you can fit to your particular strategy and goals. You'll be far better off if you focus the majority of your attention and energy on designing your position sizing model and keep most other aspects of your trading to the side. In terms of importance, it is right up there with psychology. For this lesson's coursework, add advanced position sizing rules into your trading plan. I'll see you in the next lesson.